students, in the last video we have completed exercise 9b question number 1 to 11. So in this video we will start from question number 12, exercise 9b. So in question number 12 it is saying that in an examination it is necessary for a student to get 40% of marks to pass. So 40% is the passing mark. If a student gets 322 marks in examination and fails by 18 marks, find the maximum marks in the examination. So what happens, students? In examination 40% is the passing percentage, but a student get 322 and still the student fails by how many marks? By 18 marks. Okay, so after getting 322 marks, still the student fails by 18 marks. So what will be the passing marks? We have to find here the maximum marks. So first what we will do, we will write let the maximum marks be x. So we have assumed the maximum marks be x. So now passing percentage will be how much? 40%. It is given in the question that passing percentage is 40%. Now passing mark will be how much? Now you see a student has got 322, still he has failed by 18 marks. That means if he would have got 18 marks more, then he would have passed. So the passing mark will be how much? 322 plus 18, that is 340 is the passing mark. So now passing mark, again we can get the passing mark by 40% of x of the total marks, because we have been told that 40% is the passing percentage. So that means we can write that 40% of x is equal to 340. Now percentage means into 100. So we have written 40 by 100 into x equal to 340. So now into 100 will become here by 100 by 40, and by 100 will become here this side into 100. So now it will get cancelled and the answer will be 850. So the total marks is 850. Okay, now let us see question number 13. So in question number 13 it is saying that in an examination A got a 20% more marks than B and B got 10% less marks than C. If A had secured 432 marks in the exam, find the marks secured by B and C. So first we will write let C gets X marks. So now what is given in the question? It is given that B got 10% less marks than So here it is given that B got 10% less marks than C. So now B will get how much? 10% less. So x minus 10 by 100 into x. Okay. That is x minus x by 10. And if we do LCM, then it will become, so here there is no denominator. So 1 is there. So 10 and 1 LCM will be 10. So now 10x minus x will become 9x by 10. So what is 9x by 10? It is actually B. B has got 9x by 10. Now how much A has got? In question it is given that A got 20% more marks than B. So how much A will get? A will get 20% more than B. So how much B has got? 9x by 10. So B 9x by 10 plus 20% means 20 by 100 of 9x, that is B. So now if we cancel this, we will get 9x by 10 plus 9x by 50. So now LCM of 10 and 50 will be 50. So now 50 by 51 into, so now 50 by 10 will be 5 into 9, 45x, and 50 by 51 into 9, 9x. So now 45 plus 9 will become 54x by 50. Okay. So now we got that. So what is this? This is actually how much A has got. So A has got this much. But in the question it is given that A has got how much? A has got 432 marks. Let us see the question. You see, in question it is given that if A had secured 432 marks, so according to us A has got 54x by 50, but according to question A has got 432 marks. So these two should be same. So we have written 54x by 50 is equal to 432. So now we will solve it. So by 50 will become into 50 and into 54 will become by 54, and if we cancel we will get 400. So what is this x? X is nothing but, you see, what is x? X is let C get x marks. So X is our C's marks. So that means C has got how much? 400 marks. So C got 400 marks and B got how much? B got, you see how much B has got? So B has got 9x by 10. So we will write here B has got 9x by 10. So what is the value of X? 400. So 9 by 10 into 400 and that will be 360. Okay. So at last you have to write like this, that B got 360 and C got 400. So this will be our answer. Clear? Everyone is clear now? So now let us see question number 14. What is there in question number 14? Here it is asking that a man had 20,000, okay, and he spent 20% of his money on house rent. So 20% he spent on house rent. Then 40% of the remaining, yes, 40% of the remaining on education. Then calculate the amount of money left with him. So how much money is left? We have to find out that. So first what we will do, we will write the total money is how much? 20,000. The total money is 20,000. Now money spent on house rent will be how much? 20% of his money given. So 20% means 20 by 100 of 20,000. That is 4,000 is coming if we cancel this. Now how much money spent on education? So in the question it is given that the money spent on education is how much? 40% of the remaining. So now what is remaining? Remaining means how much is left over. So how much is left over? So first we'll write that money spent on education is 40% of the remaining. 40% means 40 by 100 and remaining means what? Total money 20,000 and 4,000 is already spent. So how much is remaining? Now 20,000 minus 4,000, that is 16,000. So that is 40% of 16,000. If we cancel, we will get 6,400. So amount of money left, how much money is left? So 20,000 minus, already he has spent 4,000 and now he has spent 6,400. So total he has spent 10,400. So remaining is 9,600. So if we subtract from 20,000, we will get 9,600. Clear, students? This is our answer. Let's see question number 15 now. What is there in question number 15? In question number 15, it's saying that a man had a certain sum of money. He spent 15% of his money on traveling and 20% of the rest, 20% of the rest on food and beverages. Now, after all those expenses, only 10,200 was left with him. So now they are asking, we have to calculate the amount of money he had in the beginning. That means the total money we need to find it out. So what we'll write? First we'll write that let the total money be X. So whatever we need to find, we will consider that as X. So let the total money be X. Now money spent on traveling is how much? Money spent on traveling is 15% of the total money. So we will write 15% of X. That is 15 by 100 into X, or that is 15X by 100. So now money spent on beverages and food is how much? 20% of the rest. So now 20% of rest means 20 by 100 into rest means what? Total money is X and already he has spent 15X by 100. So rest will be X minus 15X by 100. So now if we LCM this, here denominator is 1. So it will become 100X minus 15X. LCM will be 100. So 100X minus 15X will be how much? 85X by 100. So 20% of 85X by 100, if we cancel, we will get 17X by 100. So what is this? Nothing but money spent on food and beverages. That is 17X by 100. So now money left with the man. So in the question it is given that, according to question, it is given that money left with the man is 10,200. So now you see, he was having total money, he was having X and he has spent, this was on house rent and this is on food and total remaining is this much. Now if we add all these three, we'll get the total money, isn't it? You see, so 15% he spent on traveling and 20% of the rest he spent on food and remaining is 10,200. Now if we add this 2 and 10,200, we'll get the total money. So that was we have written, that traveling and then food and remaining. If we add all these three, we'll get the total. So 100 and 100 LCM will be 100. So 15 plus 17 will become 32x. Okay. So it will become 15x plus 17x. If we add them, we'll get 32x by 100. And if we now, since this is the variable, so we'll shift on the left hand side. So plus will become here minus. Now here LCM will be how much? 100. 1. So LCM will be 100. So 100x minus 32x is equal to 10,200. So now if we solve this, we will get 100x minus 32x by 100. So 100 minus 32 is 68x. So into 68 will become by 68 and by 100 will become into 100. And if we cancel, we will get 15,000. So what is x? X is our total money. You see what was x? X is the total money he was having. So total money, and that you have to find out, calculate the amount of money he had in the beginning. This you have to find it out. So what is our answer? Our answer is 15,000 was the money he was having in the beginning. Now let's see question number 16. What is there in question number 16? The population of a village is 800. So in a village there were 800 people. 5/8 of the population are males. So 5/8 are males, and 140%. Sorry, it's not 140. It's actually 40%. So 40% of the males and 20% of the females are government employees. Okay, so students, what is government employees? Now some of your parents are working in government office, so they are government employees, and some of the parents are working in private company like OCL, so that is a private employee. Okay, so now in that particular village, 40% of the males and 20% of the females are government employees. Now we have to find out in the bit one the number of males that are government employees. So how to do this? Very simple. So first we will take, let the total population of the village be 800. Let the total population of the village be 800. Now number of males will be how much? So in the question it is given that the number of male is 5/8 of the population. So we have written here that 5 by 8 of total population 800. So 5 by 8 of 800, that is 500. Now number of females will be how much? You see total is 800. Out of that male is 500. So female will be of course 800 minus 500, that is 300 is the females. Now in bit 1 they are asking us find the number of males that are government employees. So we will write number of males that are government employees will be how much? In question it is given that 40% of the males. Now total male is how much? Total male is 300. So 40% of, sorry, total male is 500. So 40% of 500 will be our government employee, that is 200. 40 by 100 into 500. Similarly, we can find the number of females. In B2, they are asking us to find the number of females government employees. So in question it is given that 20%, you see in the question it is given that 20% of the females are government employees. So what we will write? We will write that number of females in government employees are how much? 20% of the females. So 20 by 100 into number of females is 300. So into 300 we will get 60. Now in bit 3 they are asking that percentage of population that are non-government employees. That means how much percentage are non-government employees. That means they are not working in government jobs. So first you have to find the number of government employees. So we will write total number of government employees how much. You see male is 500 and female is 300. Government employees, you see number of males there were 500, 300, and number of male government employees 200, and number of female government employees 60. So total number of government employees how much? 200 plus 60, that is 260. Now we will write total number of non-government employees how much? The total population was 800 and government employees 260. Then remaining will be the non-government employees, that is 540. So now we will find out percentage of population that are non-government employees. That is how much? 540. Total non-government employees are 540 and total population is 800 into 100, and at outside we have to write percentage symbol. So that is 67.5%. So this will be our answer. Clear? Now let us see question number 17. What is there in question number 17? Here it's asking that in an election, A got 40% of the votes and B got 60% of the votes. Now if B wins the election by 6,639 votes, we have to find the total number of votes polled in the election. Okay. So in an election, what happens? Two candidates were standing. Candidates means like Congress and BJP. Suppose imagine that A belongs to Congress and B belongs to BJP. Then let us suppose that. Now A has got 40% of the votes and B has got, automatically will get the remaining, that is 60% of the votes. Now B wins the election by 6,639 votes. So first we have to find the total number of votes. So first we will write that let the total number of votes polled be X. Yes, remember, whatever you need to find, that we will consider as X. Now in the question it is given that A got 40%. So we will let A got how much? 40% of votes. That is 40 by 100. Total vote is X. So into X. So it will be 2X by 5. And B will get how much? 60% of the votes. So 60 by 100 into X. That is 3X by 5. But in question it is given that B wins the vote by 6,639 votes. That means B has got this many votes more than A. That means this is the difference between B and A. So we can write that B minus A is equal to 6,639. Now B has got how much, you see? B has got 3x by 5 and A has got 2x by 5. So we've written here that 3x by 5 minus 2x by 5 equal to 6,639. Now 5 and 5 LCM will be 5. So 3x minus 2x will write here. 3x minus 2x will be x by 5 is 6,639. Now if you multiply, pi 5 will become into 5 and you will get how much? 33,195. So this is our answer. Clear, students? Let us see question number 18 now. What is there in question number 18? In an election involving two candidates, 239 votes were declared invalid. Now what is invalid? Invalid means some votes were wrongly given. So those votes are invalid, means they will not be counted. Okay. Now the winner got 50% of the valid votes. Yes. That means leaving the invalid votes, whatever votes are remaining, those votes are called as valid votes. Now out of those valid votes, the winner has got 52% of the valid votes and he won the election. By how many votes? By 456 votes. Okay, we have to find the total number of votes polled in the election. So first we will write let the total number of valid votes be X. So let the total number of valid votes be X. So winner got how much? Winner got 50% of the valid votes. Remember students, we have not taken here total number of votes. We have taken here total number of valid votes, that is X. So winner will get how many? 52% of valid votes, that is 52 by 100 into X. Loser will get how many? Loser will get 100 minus 52, that is 48% of valid votes. So that is 48 by 100 into X is the loser votes. Now what is asking? In the question it is given that B has got how many more votes? He has got 456 votes more, or sorry, the winner has got 456 votes more than the loser. So we can write here that winner votes minus loser votes is how much? 456. So that is winner vote is how much? So you see winner has got 52x by 100. So we will write here 52x by 100. And loser has got 48x by 100. So we will write here 48x by 100. That is equal to 456. So now 100 LCM will be 100. So 52x minus 48x equal to 456. Now 52 minus 48 will be 4x. 4x by 100 is 456. So now by 100 will become here. So 4 by 100 will become 25. 425 is 100. Now 25 will get into here, multiplied here, and we will get 11,400. Now what is 11,400? 11,400 is x. And what is x? Let us go to the beginning. I have told that x is the total number of valid votes. Okay. So basically we will find out now the valid votes. That is 11,400. So 11,400 is nothing but valid votes. But we have to find the total number of votes. So what is the total number of votes? So we will write total number of votes is equal to valid votes plus invalid votes. If we add both valid and invalid, we will get the total votes. So now valid votes is 11,400, and in the question it is given that invalid votes are how many? Invalid votes are 239 votes are invalid. So in place of invalid we will write 239, and the total will get 11,639. This is our answer. Clear, students? Now let us see question number 11. So what is there in question number 11? Sorry, 19. So in 19 it is saying that in a school having 1200 students. So how many students are there? In a school 1200 students are there. 60% of the students are boys. So 60% are boys. Now if 40% of the boys and 30% of the girls like to play badminton. Okay, so total 1200 students are there. 60% are boys. Now out of the boys 40% and out of the girls 30% like to play badminton. Now in bit 1 you have to find the number of boys that like to play badminton. In bit 2 they are asking number of girls that like to play badminton. And in bit 3 they are asking percentage of the students that like to play badminton. So in bit 1, what we will do in bit 1? Let us see. So first we will write, it is given in question the total number of students is how much? 1200. Okay. Now number of boys is given how much? 60% of the students are boys. So number of boys will be 60% of total, that is 720. Now automatically girls will be how many students? Suppose 60% are boys and 40% will be girls, that is 480. That is, you see in the question it is given, no, that 60% of the students are boys. So 60% of the students are boys. Now automatically 40% will be girls. So we written 60% are 720 boys. Now 40% of total are will be girls, that is 480. 40% means 40 by 100 into 1200. Now in bit 1 they are asking that find the number of boys that like to play badminton. And in question it is given that 40% of the boys like to play badminton. So we will write here that number of boys that like to play badminton will be how much? It will be 40% of total boys, that is 720. So 40 by 100 into 720, that is 288. Now in bit 2 they are asking number of girls that like to play badminton. Now that will be in question it is given. In the question it is given that 30% of the girls like to play badminton. So we will write here 30%, that is 30 by 100 into total girls 480. So out of 480, 30%, that is 144. In bit 3 they are asking percentage of the students that like to play badminton. Now percentage of the student means first you have to find the total number of students who like to play badminton. So how we can find out? We can find out percentage of students that like to play badminton will be how much? Will be equal to number of students that like to play badminton by total number of students into 100, and outside you will give percentage. Outside you will give percentage symbol. So now total number of students that like to play badminton will be how much, you see? 288 boys like to play badminton and 144 girls like to play badminton. The total students like to play badminton will be 288 plus 144. So total number of students like to play badminton will be 288 plus 144. And total number of students is given 1200 into 100. Now if we add 288 plus 144, it will become 432. And if we cancel, we will get 36%. So 36% is the total number of students who like to play badminton. Okay, this is nothing but percentage of students who like to play badminton. Okay, now let us see question number 20. What is there in 20? It is asking a student had got 76 marks out of 80 in maths, then 71 marks out of 80 in science, 62 marks out of 80 in English. However, the class teacher entered 26 marks instead of 62 for English. Now what will be the error in percentage of marks. So basically what happens, students, a student was supposed to get 62. He has got 62 in English, but teacher has entered by mistake 26 in the computer. Now what was the error percentage? Error in percentage. So it's very simple. First we'll find the error in marks. So what is the error in marks? See, actually he has got 62, but by mistake it was entered 26. So what is the error? 62 minus 26 is the error, that is 36 is the error marks. So what will be the error in the percentage? So error in the percentage will be 36 out of total marks. Now total marks will be how much? Total marks will be 80 plus 80 plus 80. This is the total marks, maximum marks he would have scored. So 80 plus 80 plus 80, that is 240 is the total marks, and 36 is the error. So 36 by 240 into 100, that is 15%. This is only our answer. Clear? Now let us see question number 21. In question number 21 it is asking, the price of an article was rupees 400. At first the price increased by 20% and then it decreases by 20%. Find the final price. You have to find the final price of the article and also express the net increase or decrease as a percent. So what is given in the question? It is given that the original price was 400, so we will write the original price is 400. Then increased price, what will be the increased price? Now first they have told that it is increased by 20%, so we will write 400 plus 20% of 400, that is 20 by 100 into 400. Then it will, if we cancel, we will get 80. So 400 plus 80 will be 480. Now they are asking that again the in and then after increasing the price is decreased by 20%. So now we will find the decreased price. How much? See, 480 will be decreased by 20%. So we will write 480 minus 20% of 480. So that is 480 minus 96. So if we solve, we will get 384. So what is the final price? The final price is 384. So here they are asking find the final price. We have found the final price. And also they are asking you to express the net increase or decrease as a percent. So let us see whether it is increase or decrease. You see, original price was 400, but the final price is 384. So it is increased or decrease? It is decrease. So we will write net decrease percent. Will be how much? Now 480. Sorry. 400 minus 384 by 400 into 100. So remember, we have discussed the decrease percent. So decrease percent formula is how much? That decrease in value by original value into 100. So this is the formula of decrease percent. Okay, and outside you give percentage symbol. So decrease in value means how much decrease. So you see original value is 400 and now final price has become 384. So how much will decrease? 400 minus 384 will be the amount in decrease, that is 16. That is 16. So 16 by 400 into 100. So that will be 4%. So our answer will be net decrease is how much? Net decrease 4%. Okay. I hope you have understood. So students, your homework will be you complete exercise 9B. And student, surely subscribe my channel to get the updates of the latest videos. Like the video, and if you want to help other students, then share my video with your friends. Thank you very much.